Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Dan Adair-Wright. I am the Head of Community here at Enterprise Nation. And for today's Lunch and Learn, we're going to be looking at how you can use video to scale your service-based business. Video is a super powerful marketing tool. So if you're a service-based business and you're not really sure how to make the most of it, then this webinar is for you. Joining me today is Jeremy Mason. I know a lot of you know Jeremy already. He's hosted many Lunch and Learns, and we all love him here at Enterprise Nation. And today we're going to find out a little bit about how you can implement video in your business to make the most of the festive buzz. There's no escaping it. Christmas is just around the corner. We're going to look at some easy wins and some content that you can start creating right away, and also how you can use video to grow your business next year. Just before I bob off, for anyone that hasn't attended one of these sessions before, we'll be together for the next 30 minutes. Well, I say 30 minutes, depends how long Jeremy wants it to be. If there's time at the end of the session, as always, Jeremy is always super happy to answer those questions, so do pop them in the chat box. Don't worry about missing anything. Today's session will be recorded as always, so you can play it back on demand, and we'll send details out later today of how you can do that. So without further ado, I will leave you in the very capable hands of Jeremy. Sit back, enjoy. Jeremy, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Dan. It's an absolute pleasure, as always, to share the time with you guys. Thank you very much for investing your time and choosing to be with us today. Yes, obviously it's festive buzz, but don't worry, there's no clip art of any trees or presents or Santa Clauses in this presentation. But I mean, effectively, I suppose I was using it as a cheeky little hook to go, you know, we're running up to a traditionally busy period of time, you know, in this sort of calendar. Therefore, it's always a good time to start with video. I mean, obviously, I'm massively biased because it's what I do for a living, but as business owners, it is really vital, I believe, that we start to think about, if you haven't already, that you start to think about using digital marketing and particularly video, because it is so engaging, like Dan was saying. You know, the danger, and I don't want to be that guy, the doom and gloom monger, but the danger is, because of the direction of travel kind of with Google, with all the platforms and the search engines, you know, Google and YouTube, they know that video is super engaging because there's so many, you know, tracking algorithms, stats available. And they know that video is super sticky. So people stay on websites, they stay on platforms for longer. So therefore, their whole thing is that they want to encourage businesses, creators to create video, good quality video. And so that, you know, I come from a TV background, my, you know, 25 plus years in broadcast TV. But really, I'm all about wanting to take those skills and the fact I'm a small business owner myself, and help other business owners really get the best out of video, however that is for your business. And obviously everyone's business is different, so you know what you do with video within your business will be slightly different, although there are lots of kind of overarching things that we need to think about as business owners, so that when we start creating video, and I suggest, you know, today I'm going to share with you a platform that allows you to start creating video today if you want to, with no, you know, you don't need any camera, you don't need any tech, so that doesn't become an excuse. You can use this platform, and it's free to start with. I mean, there are obviously paid versions of it, but you could start creating video today and get it out on your socials. However, a caveat to that is, please, before you do that, spend a bit of time on the strategy, foundational stuff, so that when you're creating video that's going to resonate with a defined audience. Okay, it's no good just spraying out video everywhere and hoping it works, you know, and then being disappointed when it doesn't because you've not actually done the groundwork. Anyway, that was a slight kind of off-piste bit. Actually, this is all about obviously scaling your business. So, you know, I had a look on the Tinternet about, you know, how does one go about scaling business? You know, what do the great and the good say? And this is what I found. Actually, it was a pretty interesting article by Forbes. You need to commit as a business owner to growing your business, and then develop the plans and growth targets to make it happen. This does sound very sort of management speak to me. It might not to you, but anyway. Ideally. So, but, you know, the whole thing with scaling businesses is actually some businesses, like a lifestyle business, there's nothing wrong with, you know, going, actually, I'm very happy to be at the stage I'm at. I'm very happy to have a smaller business. I don't want anything more. I don't want for anything. You know, there's not a law that says you have to scale your business, but if you do, you need to commit to it. You need to put plans in place to make that happen. You obviously also, according to Forbes, you need to build collaborations. The growth mindset, look at this, the growth mindset needs to extend to partnerships with people and organizations outside the business. And you need to articulate your competitive strength. Many entrepreneurs fail to look at their businesses through the eyes of their customers. Entrepreneurs aspiring to grow the company need to develop a clear articulation of the company's competitive strength in the eyes of customers. So this got me scratching my head a bit. But basically, the way I distilled it was this: commit to growth in your business. Basically, you want more sales and you want more customers. Okay. You need to build collaborations. Kind of makes me think about, well, actually, I need to start fostering and building connections and relationships outside my business to make my business succeed, to allow my business to grow. And the whole kind of bit about, you know, failing to look at your business through the customer's eyes. I think that's a very long way of saying, be focused on your audience, be focused on your customers and helping and serving them. So that's kind of the distillation that I got from reading all of that stuff about how you scale your business. You want to think about scaling, getting more customers in and creating more sales. That will help you grow. And obviously, to do that, you need to build additional connections and relationships. And also, you need to always be focused on serving your customers and looking at things through their eyes. And this is particularly apposite for the whole video marketing piece. More sales and more customers, that equals building awareness, you know, showing people how you can help them. What are the problems that you as a business owner can solve for them? What are the questions that they're asking? You know, you'll get, as a business owner, you'll get people asking you questions the whole time. Also, so that's in the real life, in real world, if you like, but also it's about understanding and knowing how you can use data like Google to genuinely see what people are searching for in real time, and then making sure that you're answering those questions that people are asking. Because by doing that, Google then go, oh, this is good. You're answering that particular question in a video format, tick. Good boy or girl biscuits for that, because I love that format. I know it's sticky. This is Google speaking, by the way, not me. You know, and I'm going to encourage people to do really, really good, concise, valuable video that genuinely helps defined audiences. And even better, because it's answering a specific question that someone has typed into Google. Google can then use that video and pop it up as a search return. And that is how you rank on page 1 of Google within the 45 minutes. I know, because I've done it several times before. Anyway, that's not a flex, by the way, but it's tremendously powerful. It's all about getting, as a business owner and as a business video creator, it's getting into that headspace of how can I help people. It's not about me spouting about how great I am, how great my business is, how many awards I've won, because fundamentally the people that come across my content don't care about that. What they care about is, how can I edit a video? How can what are the 3 first videos I need to create? You know, how can I get, you know, create a visual, how can I create a video producing schedule without overrunning my diary, the productivity side of it, all of those things I talk about. And that's, you know, that's because I know and understand my audience. And obviously, by the way, in the chat, let me know if there are issues you're having. I want to hear about them. I want to know how I can best help you, because it's you know, all well and good me guessing what I think you want to know, but actually, if you've got real issues when it comes to sort of creating video, pop it in the chat. Let me know specifically what I'm having issues with. I can either point you in the direction of a video that I've already created, or if I haven't got that video ready created, I will create it for you, because I am committed to really doing my little bit to help business owners succeed, because Lord only knows we need small businesses to succeed. Building connections and relationships. So that's all about the trust piece. It's about building trust. And that comes from showing up consistently on the platforms where your audience live online, and that's another piece of work you need to be doing if you haven't done that already. Profiling your audience, working out where they live online, how you can help them, what are their pain points, get into their mindset, what are they searching for, how can you resolve their issues and take them from the position they're in at the moment where they don't know something or they've got some issue that they want to resolve to the sort of sunlit uplands of when they've got that problem solved and they've, you know, engaged with your content, which is valuable and allowed them to get to that place, and they'll be thanking you for it. And by the way, the next time they want or need someone that offers you a product or service, guess what? They'll be coming straight to you because you help them out. Yeah, so it's about consistency. It's about sharing useful video content, not what Gary V, who's an amazing creator. If you don't know him, Gary Vaynerchuk, check him out. He goes on about not creating selfish content. By that, I mean, I've won this. I'm brilliant. I. It's not about us as creators. It's about our audience. How can we help you get to do what you need to do? That's, and you need to be focused on that right throughout your content creation processes, which by absolute chance is exactly what this next thing says. Your audience, they are the bedrock of everything they're the bedrock potentially of your business, actually, because they can become your potential customers. It's all about helping and serving your customers, and all of your content creation should have your audience front and center. Everything. If it's not relevant, or they're not going, it's not going to. Gary V, yes, Gary V. Sorry, Helen. He's amazing. He's got millions of followers, but I absolutely love him. He's quite sweary, so if you're, you know, with a bit of a nervous disposition, you know, go in there knowing that he tells it how it is, but he's very brash. He's from New York, but I absolutely love the stuff that he does. Amy has just said in a Q&A, actually, what is the optimal length of a business video and the best platform in your opinion to showcase this work that will people actually see? That the optimal length varies. This is going to be the worst answer for you, Amy, because there's no silver bullet here. It depends what kind of video you're making for which audience. You need to think about the goals of the video. Everything we create as video creators, every single video needs to have, it has intention behind it. It needs to have a goal. Why do you want it? What do you want the result to be of that video? So then you can put in calls to action within that video. It might be, for example, go and visit my website. It might be slightly later on in the customer journey, get on a call with me, do a one-to-one discovery call, whatever it is. But the point is, every single video you need to create needs to have at its core a reason for being. If it's just a flex or a boast or whatever, don't post it. It's selfish content again. And what is the best platform in your opinion to showcase this work? It's not my opinion. It's wherever your audience lives, Amy, is where you want to be posting. Okay. And the other thing as well, whilst we're on the whole kind of posting thing, is don't feel the pressure to be everywhere. Just pick the first one or two. I would probably start with one main platform where your audience are and concentrate on nailing that first with your content. Okay. Then afterwards, once you've got traction on that, then after that, you can then widen and go, okay, I'm going to do 2 or 3. Take it from me. I nominally am on lots of platforms. I actually only really now create stuff for YouTube and LinkedIn because that's where my audience predominantly lives. But I've learned the hard way. I spread myself way too thin. It was a nightmare. I was running around like an idiot, not knowing what I was doing. And actually, it took so much time out of my diary. My content, the quality of my content wasn't what it should be. Okay, I really hope that's helped answer that question. I know it's not kind of silver bullety, but it's one of those things. Caroline, great share there. Marcus Sheridan's They Ask You Answer book. Yes, it is all about answering specific questions. You know, the whole point of all of this is that fundamentally you're after building 3 things, which are the central core things you must have for successful digital marketing. You need to build know, like, and trust. If people know you, like you, and trust you, they will transact with you at the right point for them. Okay. And that is all you know, that is at the core of everything we are doing as video marketers and video creators. So what can video do? This is just a kind of, it can raise awareness. It can get us in front of people that don't know about us right now. It's a great way. The internet, there's never been a better time to create video content yourself, and I would urge you to start doing it. Your first videos will be your worst videos, but that's fine. It's a learning curve. Okay, give yourself the grace to improve. Give yourself, you know, you're not going to immediately be a Dermot O'Leary or a, you know, Ben Shepherd or whoever it is. You know, they've been doing it for a long time, but give yourself the grace to improve and don't give up. Be consistent. Keep every single, you want to aim for 1% improvement with every video you create. You know, and also I would be lying if I said, like, if I look back to the first videos I created a couple of years ago, they are terrible, right? They make me wince, but it's a good exercise because, you know, the more you do it, the better you get at it, the more tuned into your audience you become over time, because you're constantly thinking about them. What problems can I solve? How can I take them from where they are now in, you know, whichever topic I'm talking about to where they want to get to? How am I best equipped to do that for them? It's all about your audience. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Obviously, back to this slide, what video can do, build trust. It also ultimately increases sales. This is a viewer flow, right? So this is, you know, a bird's eye view of the kind of system you need in place. Ultimately, do not make this an excuse to go, oh my goodness me, I've not got any of these things in place, I'm going to give up. No, this isn't stuff you need right now. This is stuff you need, you know, this is where you need to aim to go. This is like a journey. This is a destination, an ideal destination. You create content, video content. That video content, CTAs, calls to action. That's back about the piece about being intentional with every single piece of video content that you create has to have a reason for being. Okay. So you're telling people, oh, visit my website. Oh, go to a landing page. A landing page, if you don't know, is a one-page website that specifically talks about one product or service that you offer, and it basically takes people through the journey, overcomes lots of objections, and ultimately the idea of it is to get people to transact, to actually buy off that page, or to do whatever it is. It might be actually the sole reason for that is to get people on a call with you. Okay, but effectively you're taking people on a journey throughout that one page. You know, you're talking about the reason, the problems that the thing solves, the reasons for it being, the objections that they may have, the people what looking at it might have, and how you're going to overcome them. And then ultimately there's a thing saying, you know, get on the call or buy now or whatever it is. They're called landing pages. There's a whole, I mean, that's a whole topic in and of itself. Or obviously YouTube channels, brilliant. It could be that you're on your videos, you're saying watch more videos, because YouTube loves it when people binge. That's the whole point. So when you're creating video content for YouTube, think in series, think along the lines of how can I create a series of videos rather than just one? So you need to be thinking in those terms, keeping people going from one video to the next video to the next video. And obviously with blogs and vlogs, embed a video and do a blog as well, because then you're getting two bites of the cherry. People will either consume the video bit or they'll read it. The whole point of all of these assets is to basically capture people's email details, because it's all very well having 1 million followers on Instagram or whatever, but if Instagram decide to shut your account down, they just disappear off into the ether. This has been a story I've heard time and again with people who have built up huge followings. The point is, Seth Godin says this, and he's an amazing digital marketer. You're renting your audience on a platform. Okay, you don't own it. So what you need to be doing as a business owner is thinking, okay, as soon as I can, I need to take my people off platform, wherever it is, and incentivize them in some way to give me their details. Then I can have it in an email sequence, like an email CRM or something. Then I own those details, and then you can then put people into a sales process. Okay, right, I need to speed up, guys. I'm sorry, it's already 20 past. I can't believe it. So what digital assets do you need this again, this is not something you need to go and panic about and buy straight away, but this is where you need to be getting to, ideally, okay, to make video work. Because ultimately I could tell you how to make videos, and you could make videos and stick them out, and some of you may have done it already, but if you don't have a structure behind those videos, you don't have the sort of foundations, you've not done that deep thinking that you need to do about who your audience is, how you're going to help them, you know, when you're going to talk to them, what you're talking to them about, topic research, thumbnails, titles, all this stuff. If you've not done that thinking and you're just smashing videos out, you're very unlikely to get any really massive ROI from them. So basically, think about using blogs and vlogs, think about landing pages, think about websites, your email marketing platform, a sales CRM. So you've got a defined process that you can take people through to get into the ultimate, you know, sales moment where they decide to part with their cash and buy the product or service from you. YouTube channel as well. Now I've got so here, yeah, so email marketing there. Groove is a really good platform. Have a look, do screenshots of this, folks. You know, these are all very good things. These are all things that I use on a daily basis. Again, please don't let this be a, I don't want this to be overwhelming for you. Okay. What I can do actually is I'll pop this in the chat, these links. But the Groove platform you can use for free. So if you're starting out, it's a great place to start if you know a little bit about how to create landing pages and stuff like that. If not, start by outsourcing. Something like Fiverr, People Per Hour, Upwork, all of those things are good. I use Fiverr a lot. I've got a list now of people that I use all the time, and they're lovely. It's a very good place to start. Email marketing. So there's one called MailerLite. That's one I've used a lot. It's a really good, easy to use, straightforward functionality. And the one I use now is called Active Campaign, but that's a little bit more involved. And unless you're kind of really going to go great guns on email marketing, I would probably opt for MailerLite to begin with, just because it's easier to get started. Anyway, listen, I hope all that helps. 4 pillars of effective video, he says, speeding up. You need to think about your goals. What do you need as a business? Why are we making these videos? What do we want the outcome to be? Thinking about the audience. Who are we talking to? How are we going to help them? Investment. We need to think about client lifetime value. How much time / money is it worth us as a business investing in recruiting new people? What are they bringing into the business? No point investing stacks of time, stacks of cash if someone, you know, a new client only brings in £1. No point. It's got to be commercial about it. Customer journey. What are we saying at what point? Customer journey, again, you know, it's all about when people first come into contact with your content. Here we are, it's a video funnel. You know, when they're coming into your world, they'll be coming probably at the top of funnel here at the awareness. So you're doing very broad-based, problem solution-based videos here. You're talking about the problems you can solve. You're not doing a massive sales rant about how great you are and all the awards you've won. You are basically saying to them, look, these are the issues, and I understand and I empathize with you. These are some of the ways you can go about solving those issues, but you're not saying, you need to use me, you need to use my service. You introduce yourself really as a potential solution in the consideration stage. Okay, so that will be things where you're talking more about, you know, you're doing things like product videos or service videos where you're specifically talking about, you know, you've got this issue, this, and then the next video you're going, you know, in that awareness video, you're saying, if you want to know more and go into more detail, click on this link. Now that link takes you to another video, which would be further down that funnel into consideration, because then they're going, I want to know more. Tell me more specifically about how I can solve this problem. Then you start to position yourself, your product or service, as part of the solution. Okay, one of several. You're not saying I'm the only solution, because no one believes that. Decision, again, you're then talking about you're getting people off the fence and then ushering them, you know, to try and persuade them to buy from you. So that's things like testimonials, it's a case study type situation, all of those things. Then obviously you've got the close, which is where they will ideally transact with you, but then you've got to delight your customers, and that's where things like video emails, video newsletters come in, all of that good stuff, keeping the contact there over time once they've bought from you. So it's not about, you know, you're a new person, you come into my business, thanks very much, bye, once they bought from you. It's very much about creating that long-term relationship. It is much, much better, much easier to market to people who've already bought from you than it is to get new people. So if you've got an existing customer base, market to them first. That's why things like email marketing is so powerful, so effective. And of course, use videos within that. Within my marketing thing, you know, on my email list, I'm dropping videos all the time. You know, if you want to know about this, here's a video, I hope it helps you. I'm asking questions to my community of people who are on my list. How can I help you? It's a conversation. It's not me ramming the fact that I do a course down their throat every 5 minutes. At least I hope that's not what they feel. Yeah, it's really about the right type of videos. Think about which stage of the funnel you're creating videos for. Okay, that's what I mean. There needs to be a structure behind all this. There needs to be intention behind all this. Education, entertaining videos work well. How-tos, insider tips, advice, FAQs, you know, problem solution, information-based videos that offer value. That's what we're after. Consideration stage, like I said before, that is when you introduce your specific product or service as a potential solution to all this stuff. Now, listen, we are whipping through this at a rate of knots, and I you know, I'm really sorry if your head's spinning a bit. That's not my intention. It is like a massive iceberg. There's a little bit at the top that everyone sees, but actually, you know, for the majority, the strategy, the really understanding your audience and all that good stuff, it's like the bit that's under the water. It's massive, and it needs, and without that, the little pointy bit, the bit that people see, the videos, the goodness, won't exist or won't be as effective. Listen, I do a 6-week course for business owners to take you from zero to video hero. That's a bit rubbish, but anyway, it basically teaches you how to create customer attracting videos within 6 weeks. It goes into a lot of detail about all of the aspects that you need to know about to create effective customer attracting videos within that 6-week period. The next iteration of it is happening from the 31st of January. If that is something that you're interested in, and if you're serious about making video work for you, and make video the way that you're going to attract new people into your business, then entrepreneursvideomasterclass.com, have a look at that. It's a very small, I limit the number of places because it's me teaching you. I want to give it, you know, it's a proper bespoke, really personal thing. I'm properly invested in it, if you know what I mean. If you'd like to talk to me about it, well, this or anything to do with videos after this, then that bit.ly link will take you to my diary and you can schedule a one-to-one with me. I'll be more than happy to talk through your issues you've got and really sort of spend half an hour talking to you and working out how you can make video work for you. Right. If you're wanting to create videos straight away, this is a platform. There are other platforms, I'll be completely honest, but there are platforms like this, Wave.Video. I am very quickly going to look at, show you how it all works. Let's just spin to, let's take that out. He says, and it's not. Let's go there. Right, Wave.Video. It's an amazing piece of software. Like I say, there is a paid version. This is what you'll look at when you get there. It offers you loads of tools. So you can create template. This is what I was saying about being able to create something straight away now with no camera, nothing. You can create templated videos. So if, for example, bringing it back to the Christmas thing, if you've got a Christmas sale, Black Friday sale, whatever it is, you can go and create video ad maker. You can go there, videos for Instagram, videos for YouTube. It's all contained within this. And there is a free version of this software. So I'd urge you to go and check it out. Now, and then when you've got a camera, webcam or whatever, and you've got a decent microphone, a little personal microphone, you need to make sure you can hear yourself well. Once you've got that set up, then you can actually record within within Wave.Video. You go to your live streaming bit. I'm not going to make this too much of a dive into the functionality, but effectively you can go into the right live streaming bit and you can record yourself on the service, and then you can then edit it, put graphics on it, put sounds, all of this. And the good thing about this and other types of platforms like this is that all of the graphics, all of the you know, bits of B-roll, the kind of wallpaper shots that you can use, and the music, importantly, is all rights cleared, so you know you're not going to get told off for copyright breach, which is a thing sometimes for people that are doing it themselves. But I would urge you, if it's not Wave.Video, doesn't matter. There are other ones. There's Vidyard. There are lots of other kind of web-based, cloud-based video creation things. I would urge you to have a look at one, because they're a great starting point if you've not started creating videos right now. The other thing that these sort of things do as well is you can create video landing pages. So, you know, within this, where is it down? It's, I can't find it. Where are they? But anyway, you can basically embed a video in a piece of, in a website, in a one page website, and it's very, again, it's template based. It's really, really easy to do. Click and drag, all of that good stuff. So you can create assets like you know, landing pages. Also, the brilliant thing is you can also use this as a hosting platform. So you can, when you've created videos, you can then just share the link if you want, which is great if you want to do video emails, which is another great way of you know, interact with. Is Wave better than Canva? Helen, Wave is, it's much more function. Canva is great, but it's much more graphics. Okay. Wave.Video is fundamentally all about video and creating video. There are elements which are like, for example, you can design thumbnails like you can in Canva, but I would say Wave.Video, because it's fundamentally about video and creating video, it's a better place to start, I would say, than Canva is. Because it's got all the kind of jiggery pokery behind the scenes about, you know, when it comes to encoding and all of that good stuff. I would really go and urge you to have a look at it. In terms of pricing, obviously, like I say, there's a free version. The free version, look, it allows you to, I think it allows you to do something like 15 minutes of, there you go, 15 minutes of video creation per month. It does, you know, you've got a thumbnail maker, you've got the stock library of assets, which is really useful. You know, but when you save it out, they'll have a little Wave, powered by Wave watermark. If that is not a deal breaker for you, I would crack on and do that. And that, by the way, is similar to the Vidyards. It's similar to the videos as well. There's lots of these kind of platforms. They all kind of are very similar. You know, I'm on the creative thing, which is $24 a month, but you can do the streamer perfectly well, which obviously takes the watermark off and allows you to, you know, get going in terms of creating a video. So it's a very low risk financially way of starting you on your video creating journey. Right, it's now 33. The pressure's mounting. I need to stop that share and go back to my other screen share. I hope that's really helpful. I would urge you to, you know, really crack on with that sort of stuff, because if the only thing you do is think about your audience and you've got maybe an event planned or something like that, just go and experiment with their little templates and then pop stuff on your socials, because you'll find that by just putting little bits of video content on your socials, you'll get much more engagement from your people. Right, so there's a cheat sheet bundle, which I think has been talked about already. There is the bit.ly link. Do a screen grab if you want that. I'll pop that. It was at the top of the chat, I think. Let me just copy and paste that now in the chat, just in case for whatever reason it didn't work. There you go, free cheat sheets. So phone video settings, the video launch blueprint. So once you've made your video, how do you get it seen by the people that you want it to be seen by? And also a video shoot checklist to make sure you've not forgotten anything. Right, so that's that. So the video workflow. This is a real kind of, again, a bird's eye view of where all of this stuff fits within the overall kind of process. So you need to know your 4 pillars, your foundations. You need to know the who, the why, the what, and the where. Okay, so I've forgotten to put the what in there. You need to think about researching and writing. So that's what topics are you going to talk about? You need to be doing research and actually basing that on actual empirical data from YouTube and from Google as well. There are techniques and tools that we go through in the Entrepreneurs Video Masterclass, which walk through exactly how you can do that for free, by the way. It's not with loads of software. Thumbnails, really important. They're the shop window. They earn the click. Okay, so you need to be thinking of your thumbnail when you're starting to create video content. And I'm talking now about longer form stuff. I'm not talking about social ads and stuff at that point. Titles, again, think about headlines. Earning the click. You need to get people interested, spark that intrigue, make them want to click and find out more. And then obviously we've got the whole kit and caboodle about how you film and edit stuff. So you record it and you finish your video with the graphics and all that good stuff. But then, and this is a bit that so many people forget about, it's all about making sure the people that your audience see it. So that's about, you know, telling everyone on your email list that you've just dropped this really fascinating video, going into groups on Facebook, going into LinkedIn groups, spending time actually out there, interacting with people on the platforms that your audience live. Be there, help people generously, don't expect anything in return. Oh, someone's looking for something. Oh, do you know what? I've got a video about this. And also, if you've not got a video about this, spend time on the platforms that your audience live on and look at the questions they're asking, because you can then create videos about those, answering those specific questions. How I can help. Thanks for bearing with me. I understand it's 7 minutes over. I really appreciate you sticking with me. I hope your brains aren't leaking out your ears quite yet. So I can help you by doing one-to-one consulting and training. Obviously, we talked about the Entrepreneurs Video Masterclass. There is the link to that. We also, obviously, we're a video production company. So there's the website there if you'd want to have a look at what we do on that score. The bottom line, though, it's all about me helping you to succeed in your businesses by using video. The YouTube channel is there, bit.ly/business-growth- with video. The cheat sheet bundle I've posted in the chat there. The discovery call, if you want to have a chat and go through your particular situation and the blocks you're coming across, I would love to do that. bit.ly/chat with Jeremy. That takes you to the diary. You can book some time directly with me. I'd love to do that. Wave.Video, Wave-Video-MP video if you want to have a go and have an experiment with that. Thank you so much for investing your time. I really appreciate it. I know we're all busy. That was a real gallop through the world of video, but like I say, I could just say go and show you Wave.Video and say, look, go and make some videos. But really the point is you do need to invest that time in understanding and plotting out those foundations, because once you've done it, you only need to do it once. In terms of profiling your audience, working out your customer flow, working out your customer journey, all of that good stuff. Once you know that, you can then wander off and film with gay abandon everywhere, and it'll be amazing, but you're doing it with intention in mind, and you know why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. And that's the critical thing. All that said, please take action. Please take action, because we need you guys, business owners, to get out there. We need to get you telling your stories. We need to get you building your little communities of audience and potential customers who will then grow your business, and then you can go on to great things. And that's kind of why I do what I do, because I want small businesses. We are so important to the economy of this country, and I don't think we get the respect we deserve. That's my little rant. And that's why I'm involved with people like the FSB and with the wonderful people at Enterprise Nation, because without people like us taking that punt, believing that we can do stuff better on our own or in a small group of, dedicated employees, and making, just doing stuff for ourselves, taking the initiative. Without people like us, a massive chunk of the economy would just disappear overnight, because it's not all about Amazon, it's not all about Google, it's not all about the big blue chip companies, it's all about little people like us. I want to do whatever I can to help you succeed, and the way I do it is through video, because that's where I've come from. Listen, have an amazing day, go and take action and absolutely smash it. And by the way, if you celebrate Christmas, have an amazing Christmas. If you don't, have a fantastic festive season, whatever you do, but please take action. It was my little rant just for you, Dan, at the end.
No, we love that rant, and couldn't agree more. And I was actually saying yesterday, is it too early to start wishing people Merry Christmas? But you made that decision for me. It's not too early. It starts now. Jeremy says it's fine. I know you've been keeping an eye on the chat, and obviously we have run over, and I know you've been addressing a few questions. And yes, couldn't agree with Carol more as well. Always love listening to you, Jeremy. We have shared your cheat sheet. We will share your details with everyone this afternoon as well, how they can connect with you. We've also shared a link to Jeremy's next webinar. Really love that sort of one of your final points there, just about being generous and not necessarily expecting anything in return, because I think that just kind of sums you up 100%. And as we always say, I do hope you know how grateful we are to you, Jeremy, just for all the time.
It's a pleasure.
You are a legend. Thank you, everyone that joined. I hope you all have found that session useful. I know you will have lots of messages, nice messages coming in as always. But yeah, thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day. And massive thanks again to Jeremy. It's great to see you.
Thank you, and you, Dan. Take care. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.